Hey, what's going on? How everybody doing? Welcome, 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 and thank you for making your purchase into VA sauce, getting spicy with the VA, because that's what we're going to do here. We're going to definitely get spicy. Trust me, I understand everybody's issue when it comes to the VA. I was that person at the time, after doing my tour in the military as a field artillery mechanic crew member, and then transitioning to a field artillery warrant officer. And it came to the point where it was my transition from the military to civilian life. And I had a lot of uncertainty because I really didn't know what was to expect. I knew that my base pay, which my monthly pay was going to be cut in half, but my bills wasn't going to be cut in half. So I had some uncertainty there, right? But we know we got this thing called the Veteran Affairs that gives you a disability pay, right? But your disability pay is only based on the amount of sick call that we go to. At least this was my thought, right? How many times did we report that we were injured, whatever, even though we know that we were injured, you looked at, if you go to sick call, you go to medical bay, you're weak. And if you're in the Army and you're weak, that means we're going to have to try to separate you or you're going to be frowned upon by the higher ups. But don't worry about it, right? Because I have a foolproof plan or secret for you in this book on how to alleviate all of that and get exactly what you deserve without having to go through hoops and loops and everything else, right? Not having to have that uncertainty of if you're going to have enough pay to take care of your bills, take care of your family, or any of those things. So you can feel financially secure and feel more free. And I know this because I went through these steps myself. I know the biggest problem we have is like, okay, well, I've heard horror stories about the VA and how they rate, and they don't really give you anything because you don't have sick call, and most of the stuff they only going to give you 10% or 0%. Well, the truth of the matter is, if you do things correctly, that doesn't even matter because you're going to get the rating that you deserve utilizing a systematic plan. And then you'll determine that, look, they have rules and regulations just like everybody else. So we just have to utilize their rules and regulations in which we were taught in the military to learn rules and regulations, but now use them to our benefit because they are there not only to protect them, but also to protect us. Think about that for a moment. So we're going to teach you a systematic process within this book in order to get you in a right position to get the right rating that you want and not have to worry about the board of appeals or doctors or anybody telling you what you can't have because the rules says what the rules says. So you can increase your rating, you can do whatever you want, but don't be afraid. You have to take action. You have to build your confidence. You have to understand who you are and that you have the power to get the rating that you deserve. So enjoy this book. Take your time. Don't just read it, but read it and take action. Go through. This is an interactive book, and I made it that way so it's for your comfort, for your easy access to get the things that you want in a timely fashion. Remember, the life you live is a legacy you leave.